The skin, in all forms, the territory of the senses, the frontier of the body, the means of communication with the exterior and with other living beings. Throughout evolution, the skin, the cuticle, has acquired its present functions, forms, or diverse colorations. The different groups of living beings have used their skin for many different reasons, or very similar ones. It functions as a thermal insulator, as protection against potentially harmful agents, as a warning, as camouflage, as a means of communication between members of the same species, or as a sexual signal. Thanks to its variety and adaptations, life has extended throughout the planet. Its functions are extremely varied. There are shelled animals which can resist the pounding of a wave. Hair which forms defensive bushes. Compact hair which is in the shape of a dangerous horn. Beautiful armor for protection against enemies and inclement weather. Feathers big and small which color the jungle. Or can serve to help survive in the coldest temperatures on Earth. Even poisonous skins which warn others of its potential danger with appealing colors. But besides all this, the skin has served as a starting point for evolution to create very curious and useful tools for the animal kingdom. Wings, necklaces, and even unique glands which may be poisonous or mammary glands. Of course, it has also caused severe problems for certain animals. The silky feathers of the African ostrich, or the brilliant feathers of the quetzal, with colors and brilliance similar to gems, has placed them in the bullseye of human beings who have wanted to show them off for themselves. Animals such as crocodiles, seals, otters, or even tigers have been skinned in many regions of the planet in order to make use of their skin as ornaments or to please the presumptions of man. But let's get to the point. Let's begin our journey through the world of fashion, the world of animal wear. Fish are one of the most sensitive animal types on the planet. Most of them possess an extremely sensitive skin throughout their body, since many of them live in turbulent and murky waters, in which visibility is a problem. One of evolution's solutions to aid sight is to provide their skin with sensors which receive information from the exterior. Their skin is a true suit of sensations. The line on the side, present on many species, is a group of epidermal cells distributed linearly on both sides of the body. These specialized cells are capable of informing the animal of changes in pressure and movement of objects close by. Fish are capable of interpreting them and knowing if it is a fellow species member or maybe a potential predator on the prowl. In this case, the skin has become the most refined and effective sense for the continuation of life. However, aquatic mammals have developed a skin that is not necessarily sensitive, but quite the contrary. An almost perfect insulator against the cold exterior. Walruses have an insulating wetsuit made up of various layers which add up to almost 4 centimeters in thickness. Their wrinkled skin possesses a fine texture with soft and short hairs which are almost absent along the neck and shoulders of the male. It is precisely here where the skin is at its thickest, in order to resist the impact of its rival's fangs. Underneath the hair, which is very dense, it has a subdermal layer of fat which is 7 to 10 centimeters thick. This layer exists throughout the body, and because it is such a poor conductor of heat, it isolates muscles and organs from the exterior. These Arctic animals always live in areas in which the highest temperatures are never more than 3 or 4 degrees Celsius. The walrus's finest sense of touch is in its whiskers, which have become a very sensitive tool capable of finding and distinguishing mollusks in the dark waters of the ocean, where sunlight can barely make its way. On the other end of the planet, elephant seals manifest a relatively similar body structure. They are enormous masses of flesh and fat, which find it hard to move on dry land. Long ago, the flesh and fat of these animals were the salvation of sailors who went hungry while navigating these southern latitudes. But for large males, it appears to be of great advantage, since it also protects them from the many hits they receive while females are in heat. It is then when they show off their strength and rival each other for the mastery of the female harems. If it weren't for the many layers which cover the body, many of those hits might be lethal. There are other aquatic mammals, however, which do not have an impregnable layer of skin.